What's up, YouTube? This is Jay the Wanderer with Oakland Latinos Unidos, aka Oakland Latinos United, the voice of the Latino community in the Bay Area, Oakland, California, YouTube, and beyond. Well, I'm on here with a new video for you to enjoy. I hope you enjoyed my last video, which was about who I am, about Jay the Wanderer, who I am, what's my politics, and where do I stand. I forgot to say, I also stand in solidarity with an organization called ISO, International Socialist Organization, and of course the United Farm Workers, who have fought hard for the rights of farm workers out there in the fields, who pick everything and get very little. But anyway, like they say, si se puede, la lucha sigue. But anyway, this next video is entitled Republicans, Conservatives. Is the Republican Party the party for racist people? And not just racist people. I'm also talking about xenophobic people, anti-gay people, anti-civil rights, anti-women choice people. I mean, is it me, or is every Republican that's out there in the limelight fall into one of these categories? And basically the question I ask is the Republican Party for these kind of people? And I would have to say it is, because of basically the history of the Republican Party in the last few years. And I'm not talking about the Republican Party of Abraham Lincoln. I'm talking about the Republican Party from the 60s, 50s, and up to now. You know, Nixon and all those guys, to now, to George Bush and to McCain. But the reason I say this, because it seems like every Republican out there is either xenophobic, homophobic, anti-immigration, anti-black, anti-anything. You know, anti-civil rights, anti-fucking, what do you call that law? I can't remember it right now. I'll come back to it. They're anti-woman's choice, anti-abortion, and you know, that's why I raise that question. Is this the party for the racist people in America? But I would have to say it is. I mean, because look at the way this election has gone with the whole McCain-Palin against Obama. You know, at rallies you got white people yelling, "Kill him," and off with his head for Obama. You know, so obviously it has to be the party that's made up of racist people. And also in my days and the places I've been to, it seems like most like white middle class people that are Republican, it seems like they're usually racist or xenophobic in some way. You'll always catch them talking mess about blacks, or talking mess about Mexicans, or talking bad about gays, or talking bad about anybody. It's always like we're on top and we're better and everybody else is below us. And usually these people that I've met usually seem to be Republicans, most of them. And don't get me wrong, I have met a few Republicans that were good people, that had good hearts. You know, and they actually in some ways were a little bit more liberal than they ever would be Republicans. But why they vote for Republicans, your guess is as good as mine. But you know, Republicans have had the history of basically, within the last few years, of always being the ones against everything that benefits people of color, gay people, or anybody else. And they've been the number ones to denounce affirmative action. Yeah, that's what I was talking about that I said I forgot. Affirmative action. Republicans have been trying to take out affirmative action since it came out. Republicans have been the number ones who have been trying to remove it. Republicans are the number ones who have been trying to remove Roe versus Wade, which is the abortion thing. They're trying to ban abortions. They've been trying to do this for a long time, since that law was put into place. Republicans are always against, I mean, completely against any form of gay rights. I mean, in California right now, they have the Proposition 8 thing, which is to make gay marriages illegal. And Republicans are the number ones who are just against it, like just out there, yes on 8, yes on 8, don't let those fags get married. You know, it's Republicans are the number ones that are doing it. And Republicans are obviously very anti-immigration. I mean, they are completely anti-immigration. They're the ones You look at Southern California and Orange County, which is a heavily Republican part of California, and that's where all the number one anti-immigration stuff, like the Minutemen and laws that are against, you know, immigrants, and all the anti-immigrant politicians come from, either there or San Diego County. And Republicans, you know, are always against anything that benefits black people. I mean, affirmative action right there, what does that go and tell you? They want to take that out. They're against any kind of civil rights laws. They're against any kind of freedom laws. They're against everything. I mean, they're crazy. They're against a lot of things. They're the number ones. They're the number one people that talk about freedom and we have freedom in the U.S., but they're the number ones to want to put totalitarian laws that take away our freedom. So the Republican Party is a pretty twisted party. And I don't know, it just seems like to me, conservative type people that go for the Republicans are usually racist, xenophobic, homophobic people. And I tried to convince myself that maybe it's just me, but I've seen so much in the last few years that I've convinced myself that I think I have to be right. And maybe you might think the same way. Don't get me wrong, there are a lot of Democrats out there that are racist, xenophobic, homophobic, anti-immigration, anti-choice, anti-everything. Just like a Republican, but they vote Democrat. Why? I don't know. But it seems like conservative Republicans, for the most part, they're mostly white males or white women. If you see a Republican, like a Republican rally where there's a Republican speaker, usually all you're going to see in the crowd is whites. You might see a couple blacks, a couple Asians, a couple Latinos, but for the most part, it's mostly predominantly white. And, yeah, that's just what I'm saying. And also, if you ever noticed, in areas where there are more conservatives and more Republicans, those are the areas where the laws are more stricter. Those are the areas where you're going to be pulled over if you're a person of color. Those are the places where it seems like minorities are kept in their place and everyone else that's white is cool. But if you're like black or Mexican or something, you're put like onto the side. And I noticed that usually heavily Republican areas are usually the areas where you'll find more white supremacists, more homophobics. You'll find white supremacist groups like the KKK and skinheads and Minutemen. And you'll find mostly all white cops that pull over anyone of color. And, you know, that's just the way it is. So that's why I say I think the Republican Party is the party for racist, xenophobic, anti-gay, and anti-everything people. And I'm pretty sure you'll agree with me that that's true. So, yeah, that's really what I have to say about that. As far as Latinos and blacks that vote Republican, I've never understood that either. I never could understand how Republicans, Latinos, or even gays, or even some women will vote Republican. If these are the parties, this is the party that's been completely against you this whole time. Why you would vote for them, I have no idea. But me, I'm in no way a conservative or a Republican. I can't stand fucking people that vote Republican and they're racist as hell. And to me, in my head, the Republican Conservative Party, the neocons, and the areas where they vote heavily conservative and Republican, to me, are the most racist, xenophobic, anti-gay areas ever. And that's basically all I have to say about that. You know, if you have something different to tell me, if you can, you know, twist it on me and show me how if anything I said is different, then hit me up and let me know. But for the most part, that's what I believe, that the Republican Party is the party for racist, xenophobic, anti-gay people. So, yeah, that's about it. That's all I have to say. You know, vote for Obama if you want change. And don't let these Republicans turn your country into a totalitarian, racist state, xenophobic, anti-gay state. We need freedom for everybody. So, you know, vote for the right choice, not for the wrong choice. For you could have people like that and like that out of power. Because those are the people that keep holding on to this racist, xenophobic belief. Oh yeah, and also, Republicans are the biggest warmongers ever. You know, they start a lot of wars, unnecessary wars. Even though the Vietnam War was started by a Democrat, look at the Iraq War. That's the biggest fuck up ever. And our economy's going down the drain for it. So that's all I have to really say about that. So till the next one, this is Jay the Wanderer with Oakland Latinos Unidos. I'll come back to you soon with a new video. Late.